The things that make you different are the things that make other people like you. The things that make you different make you unique. They are your highlights specifically. When you're looking at a painting, the first thing you notice will always be the most colorful parts, the most eccentric, the brightest, right? The same applies to people. The things that stand out, the things that are different, those will always be the first things you notice in a person. Because everything else you will look at and you'll be, yes, every other person has that. But if there's something unique about you, something that is just you, then people will notice that. And the right people will like that about you. They will see these things and they will think to themselves, yeah, that is the kind of person I want to be around. That person has this very unique, very different thing about them that entices me. It makes me interested in finding out more about them. And when they do, and they found out more about you, then they will like you more because they will be like, wow, this person really is somebody that I see myself being friends with. I see myself connecting with in important ways. This is a person who I want in my life. The people that don't like you because they're different were never going to like you anyway. Not really, right? Being uniquely yourself, being uniquely special is something that you can only do once you know what makes you uniquely yourself. The things that make you different from other people are numerous, right? It's not just one small thing that makes you stand out. It's a billion different things that you say, that you do, how you act, how you talk. All those things make you different from another person. And the one thing that makes you different and unique is the combination of all those things, all right? The things that make you specifically yourself act as a filter. They help you weed out the people that do actually like you for real and the people that were never going to like you anyway. The people that will enjoy your presence and the people that will want you to be there and the people that will look for your input and the people that will value you as a person will value what you add to the conversation. And what you add very much depends on the difference that you have. As a person, you are an amalgamation of all of your life experiences, all of your thoughts, all of the environmental factors, and all the things that go on inside your head. All of those things help determine what kind of person you are. And because your life is uniquely your own and your experiences are only experienced by you, it helps you understand what makes you different. The things that make you different are the things that you may not even remember. A conversation you had when you were 5, a trip you went to in elementary, a person you spoke with in high school. All of those things have directly or indirectly contributed to your character and your personhood. Some of those things have even contributed so strongly that you can forget them entirely, but they will still be with you as a part of your personal philosophy to life. Maybe you read a book when you were younger, and let's just say The Hungry Caterpillar completely changed your outlook on life when you were like 4, right? And you might not be able to tell me a single line or page from that book. But when you read it, it changed something in your brain. Something clicked. After that experience, you were a new person. And that is something that is entirely your own. Being a person who has absolute control over yourself past a certain point, you become to understand that not only are the things that are uniquely different about you that set you apart from others yours, but you begin to understand that you can change them. This is something a lot of people have issues with as they grow older, because in their mind when they were younger, let's say, they subscribed to some kind of ideology or a perspective that they thought to be true because it made sense at the time. But then after, they realize it doesn't really make as much sense to them as it did back then, right? And that's sort of where things like a midlife crisis happens, because you begin to understand, like, I'm not really the kind of person that this is. This doesn't really fit me. And some people have that experience earlier, some people have that experience later, right? But regardless, it's the same core concept of this very narrow path that gets narrower the further you go down, got too narrow for me. Because the puzzle pieces just don't fit anymore. And when the puzzle pieces don't fit, then you begin to realize that, yeah, there's something different about me that makes this path not fit at this point in time. So you'll switch a path, try a different career, do a different job, go to a different country, live somewhere else, travel, have a new experience. All those things broaden your horizon because they let you understand how narrow you need to be in what you are specifically. As people get older, they get more specific, more specialized, right? If you ask a 7-year-old, what do you want to do when you grow up? They're going to tell you, I want to be an astronaut and a firefighter, and I want to be a pilot, and I want to be a chef, right? They'll give you every answer they can think of because they haven't decided yet. They're not specific yet. If you ask the same question to somebody who's 70 years old, who's already lived through that life, and you ask them, what job would you have or would you want if you were 7 years old again? Chances are they're going to be more specific. Not in what they want, but in what they don't want. They will tell you, oh, well, if I was 7 years old again and you asked me this, then I would say I would not want to be a professional chef because of the expectations, this and this and this and that. I would not want to be an accountant for this specific firm because of this person and this person and this person. I would not want to do this job because I tried it and I hate it and it does not work for me as a person, right? Regardless of what decision you make, the outcome will always give you something. That something is information. Information is the core currency of the world. Everything runs on information. Nothing works without it. If you're stuck and you can't make a decision, doing anything is going to help because doing anything is going to give you information on what to do next. So that's about it for this video. I know it was a bit choppy in some places. I'm working on that, right? But overall, if you do like this kind of content, like and subscribe goes a long way, right? It shows me I have to keep going this. There'll be another one coming out tomorrow, of course. But that's about it for today. Isgandar signing off.